And welcome to another Escape Route stream. All 0 concurrent viewers right now. I'll switch it over to the talk screen because I need to actually boot the game up that I'm playing. And I haven't yet actually done that. Whoops. Turn the volume down to about there. Switch to game. Oh, it's running like a piece of shit. And I'm having 15 million issues with it. Ooh, volume level's pretty high on the game. Hopefully everything's fine and you can hear me. Where did I put my controller? I plugged the controller in and then proceeded to lose it. Oh, it's underneath the microphone. How very well hidden. Okay. Well, I said that with my YouTube channel I would never get political, and yet here I am. Doing a stream of Fullmetal Alchemist with a hashtag I stand with Vic. Basically, I don't like seeing a person's livelihood destroyed based on allegations alone. At the very least, wait until should a time come as a court of law or anything like that. I mean, come on, this is a guy's livelihood and you're destroying it based on a couple of rumours. But hey, what do I know? I'm not part of outrage mob culture. All my streams, by the way, are probably going to get me kicked off Twitch forever. And that's fine. I'm prepared for that. I've done nothing but stream games that Twitch would be upset with recently. Man gains nothing without sacrifice. To gain something, an equivalent price must be paid. This is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. Back in those days, we thought it to be the world's one and only truth. Edward Elric. That's him. A young prodigy who became a state alchemist at the age of 12. He is now 15 years old. His alias, Fullmetal, derives from the fact that his right arm and left leg are metallic artificial limbs known as automail. Fact. Alphonse Elric. Edward's younger brother inside the giant suit of armor is a 14-year-old boy with a gentle heart. Only his soul occupies the suit of armor. He no longer has a physical body. 'Cause they done fucked with alchemy. In their youth, the Elric brothers attempted to revive their deceased mother through alchemy. Whoops. The results were tragic. You can say that again. As the prize for attempting the forbidden act of human transmutation, Ed lost his left leg, Owl lost his entire body, and I lost my virginity. Ed sacrificed his right arm and succeeded in transmuting Owl's soul, binding it into a nearby suit of armor, but their mother never came back, and the price they paid was far too great. Well, it depends on whether you're watching the original series or Brotherhood as to whether their mother came back. In order to regain their bodies and return all to its previous state, the Elric brothers started on a journey to find the legendary Philosopher's Stone. Hey Al, we gotta find the Philosopher's Stone! Shut up, brother! So this game actually features a hell of a load of animated cutscenes, like up to around 30 minutes worth. Which is quite nice. I'm pretty sure none of it's on YouTube's Content ID, so we're good. Oh, they look a bit dodgy. These graphics are so great for the time this game came out. It's a pretty game. This and the 2 sequels are pretty games. Ah, why aren't we at Central yet? Watching all those boring trees go by makes me want to strangle something. Hee hee, you've always been bored ever since we reached Resembool, Ed. That was absolutely terrible. Me, I think it's nice to take a break from going after the Philosopher's Stone, don't you? A break? I'm gonna break something if this boring train ride doesn't end soon.
Here we go again!
Ha! What a disgrace! Have you no patience, Edward Elric? Once we reach the junction at Hirsgard, Central is a stone's throw away.
Huh? Hirsgard? So we're near that old place. Brings back memories, huh, Ed?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Oh-ho! So the two of you have been to Hirsgard before, eh?
Yes, our master had brought us there just once, a few years ago.
I think we'd gone to see this guy named Wilhelm. He was quite an alchemist, just like our master.
I'm remembering it now. The professor had a daughter named Celine, and she was an alchemist too. She was as old as us, but her skills were like a grown-up's.
Ho-ho! Is that so? A genius girl alchemist, eh?
A genius? Yeah, but cold-hearted. I mean, we were so nice to her the whole time we were there. But when the time came for us to go back to Dublin, she didn't even come out to send us off. Oh yeah, huh? Well, she probably wasn't feeling well enough to.
Or maybe it just hurt too much to say goodbye to two strapping young lads.
I wonder if she's still studying. I bet she's a great alchemist by now.
Boom.
What was that? An explosion?
Gotta love all that exposition.
People's Eastern Revolution Front. We have assumed control of this train. I repeat, we are the
People's Eastern Revolution.
This game could certainly use subtitles.
Cut and pasted together.
I certainly haven't heard of it.
I'll bet it's another new radical group. Jeez, what is this world coming to?
Aren't you going to do something?
Why do I have to?
Everybody looks a little bit off model in this game, but it's understandable given that this game was being developed while the anime was in, like, the first stages of conceptualization. So they only had, like, a story penned by the original author to go on, Hiromu Arakawa. I never really understood that. The author of Fullmetal Alchemist was wonderful lady Hiromi Arakawa, but who chose to use a male pen name, Hiromu Arakawa, for Fullmetal Alchemist. I never understood why, specifically
Yeah, we were.
a male pen name.
Hey, you in the armor and Shorty. Who gave you permission to chat?
Was she worried it wouldn't sell if it was under a female pen name?
You take the goods from the muscle man in the armor, then get your butt over here, Shorty.
It's an oddity, it's an old one. Oh no, they called him Short.
Heck else is there, you Shorty?
Who are you calling so short he can't even be seen? Underneath the microscope.
An alchemist?
It's a good job they're the only people on this train, because otherwise the people on the train, like regular passengers, would be like so fucked right now.
Maybe they want your
Just you're sitting in another carriage, just all by yourself, and then a whole bunch of chairs come flying at you.
He's a baby.
Whoops!
Very funny. All right, Major. You go check out the cars in the back and find out what that explosion was.
Don't worry about it. I'm already on it.
Looks like we've got alchemists among us. So everybody watch your backs, okay?
So they're alchemists, huh? Alright.
Well then,
Then we shall show them no mercy. Because this game was designed for old CRT TVs, there's actually, like, interlacing on the FMVs. It looks awful these days. Okay, Al, let's do this like last time. You go from below while I take the rooftop.
Yeah, gotcha. Be careful, alright?
I'm nothing but careful, brother. Movement and camera controls, yeah, I vaguely remember it. The thing that throws me off is down is up and up is down. Left is yeah, you get the idea. Like, it's weird, but you get used to it pretty quickly. The whole game is basically the combat system, so you get used to it.
Alright, train hoppers. Time to deboard. Face first!
Basic attack, square, 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 square. Do it at the right time, and what do you get? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. What's the jump? Right, X is jump. Got it. It's a nice long game that's mostly tapping square. But that's fine. Get to do a little bit of alchemy too, but not much. The main thing is making weapons out of alchemy, which we get to do in a few moments. The great thing is there's no like MP bar or anything, so you don't have to spend like MP or something to use alchemy.
Thank you.
You never run out. The main thing is just having to wait for it to charge up, but that's only if you want to use a level 2 spell, would you have to sit there and wait for it. You just want to create a barrier and just do it instantly, no cost whatsoever.
A freight car, huh? What do we have here?
You're gonna teach me how to make weapons. It's gonna teach me how to make weapons. Yeah, that's right. So what can I make? A spear? Oh, just a spear out of this one, okay. So yeah, you can actually throw alchemy into your already alchemic weapon combo, like that, to launch enemies up in the air. It's a very nice combat system that is mostly square, square, but you can throw some stone spikes in as well. It doesn't cost you anything to do so. How do I open stuff again? Square, that's right. It's the attack button when you're standing in front of it. I have to try and remember, because it's been about a year since I played this game. I played through most of it to record Sushi Bites, and it was going to be a game that we were going to commentate on Team Crass commentaries. I basically recorded all my gameplay up till near the end of the game, and then just decided to trash it. Oh no, I'm out of ammo. More enemies? Son of a bitch. Leveling up and bonus points. Oh, because I leveled up. The game's going to tell me about leveling up. Bit too late to tell me about leveling up when I've already leveled up, guys. Lead bangle. Yes, there are accessories. This is an RPG. It's developed by Square Enix and Rakdim. It's definitely an RPG.
Al! Any of them left back there? Thanks to you, I think they're all KO'd. Yep. Just leave it to me. Let's go get the rest of them.
Oh boy! We can now command Al. We have full control over Al. Well, not full control over Al, but you'll see, we can use him in combat.
You know, Ed, you always go diving in by yourself. But cooperation is important in battle.
Giving commands to Al. When Al is too far away, R1, call for Al.
Hey, Al! Get your butt over here, you fucking moron!
When Al is close by, R1, tackle. Tackle him to the ground and, you know. At any time, hold R1 and you can use him as a shield. Like this. There's actually a reason why you'd want to do that. There's an early boss battle you can absolutely cheese. Because you can basically do this. Guard, right? And then tackle. And there's an early boss battle that you can basically wreck in record time by doing that.
Thank you.
Oh. Nice. Defeated. Right, there was a box around here. Thank you. Lead plate. I believe plates can only be equipped by Alphonse. Oh no, it's an accessory for both. Increases defense by 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a bin.
Hey, Al, look, it's your brother. Wait. Yeah, Ed? Do you think I could transmute this into a weapon for you to use?
I wonder.
Can you?
Transmuted weapon types. Pressing circle to this blah 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 blah. Weapons for Al are blue. That's basically what the game's saying. Once you've transmuted one, you just press R1 next to it. R1 is the Al button. There we go. Nice one. That's how we kick some butt in Wild Canyon. That's everyone dead already. These train carriages also look incredibly similar. What was it I picked out of that box? It was just an elixir, isn't it? We are going to have so many elixirs by the end of this game anyway, because there's a place where you can just farm elixirs, and it's incredibly easy to do. And anybody just playing this game casually would discover this trick. So I'll show you much later on where we can actually go to farm as many elixirs as we like. I keep trying to attack with X. Should I go up on the roof this time? Come on! Someone who's as big as you with big. Come on! Someone who's as big as you would fall right through the roof! Haha, you're right. Oh boy! They really have a ladder up to the top though in it. Like, surely I haven't been on that many European trains, so I'm not sure, but would they really have a ladder in the middle of the train? I'm just saying. Like, wouldn't that be like in a small room or something? Oh boy. Gah! Still more of them. Were we the only non-hijackers aboard or something? Dodge moves. Left down lug stick and right too. Yeah! 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 Yeah, okay. You get the idea. The hyas are not necessary, but they make me feel like I'm dodging better. Ah, not again! Looks like I gotta beat my way through. Break falling. If you are knocked into the air, you can press X to break fall. Yeah, basically Ukemi. If you play fighting games. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same idea, and it's done exactly the same way. Down we go. First class. Yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass? Is this how the people of live like? It's a save point. Please give me a tutorial on save points. Save points. Step into the save point and press either square or circle. Sure. Why either? Oh, I see. I still have saves from my previous playthrough. So we're gonna save in slot 2. I completely forgot I still had saves. I don't want to overwrite any. Edward! Oh, hey Al! Are all the bad guys history yet? Just the ones in the cars we cleared out, I guess. The Major is taking care of the cars in the back, so all we have left are the few cars up front. If the hijackers have a leader, then he's got to be up in front. Let's be careful, Al. About their leader, did you notice how some of the bad guys were in military garb? Yeah, that bothered me. But then again, criminals in the military are hardly a rarity. Anyway, we'll just have to beat up the leader and put him through the ringer. Let's go, Al! Yes, let's. To the lounge car! What the? Who the hell are you guys? Oh, that's menacing. Are you sure you're supposed to be a bad guy? Never mind that, Ed. His uniform! Yeah, just like we thought. Our guy here is a military man, an MP at that. Military policeman. Military policeman is supposed to be elite, so why is this guy? Hey, stop talking about me like I'm not here. You brat, don't even think you could get out of here alive. Dealing with these goons is becoming a real hassle. And it's time to make things hassle-free. We aren't dealing with amateurs anymore, so watch out, Al. And don't forget to hold back, Ed. Hold back? Why would I do such a thing? I'm Edward Elric, Fullmetal Alchemist. My reputation precedes me. I freed the mining town from that guy who wasn't relevant in Brotherhood until he was suddenly relevant in Brotherhood. What was his name? Yogi. No, do the spike thing. Yeah, I got a bonus item. And a bonus point, whatever that is. Ugh, damn you! How could I lose to a kid? Has the world gone utterly mad? Yes, it has. Now you'd better start explaining why a military policeman like you is hijacking this train. You aren't here just to rob everyone, are you? Gah! Who are you guys? We're Star Fox! Hey, we're the ones asking the questions here, bub. No, don't hurt me, I'll tell you everything. I was just running away. Running away? From who? From other military policemen. I was framed for a crime, so I had no choice but to flee. If it was a false charge, why didn't you just protest? You shouldn't have had to run. If the world were that simple, I wouldn't be in so much trouble. It's a conspiracy. We wouldn't all be on the train if there wasn't a warrant out for all of us. All of us? That's right, except for the few that we picked up on the way. We're all ex-military alchemists. So you're trying to tell me that you're all wanted for a crime that you collectively didn't commit? Yes, well, some of them may really be criminals, but not me, I'm innocent, I swear. And this is coming from the guy that hijacked our train? Yeah, congrats, you're a bona fide criminal now, good job. I didn't mean to cause such a scene, I wanted it to be more covert. All we wanted to do was to get to Hirsgard. I'm not lying. To Hirsgard? What for? What for? The only one who was on our side was Colonel Gens Breslau, and he was the one who told us to take shelter at Hirsgard, because the town was establishing an autonomy of alchemists. The only way for wanted men like us to get to Hirsgard was by borrowing a train. I was going to wait it out in Hirsgard until the dust settled, then prove my innocence. Huh, alright, I'm beginning to see now. But an autonomy, a self-government by alchemists? I've never heard of such a thing. Geez, that would be totally irresponsible, like putting a rabid dingo in charge of a chicken farm. But the leader is supposedly a great state alchemist, one of the famed 10 alchemists. A thing that's never gonna come up again, but it's only in this game, like. Professor Wilhelm Eiselstein. Should we go for Eiselstein or Eselstein? Eiselstein or Eselstein? Let's go Eselstein. No. I before E in German is Stein. Eiselstein. What? Professor Eiselstein? We heard he's calling on alchemists from all over the country, that's all I know. Ed, what does this mean? I don't have a clue. I wonder if it's the same Professor Eiselstein that we know. Calling on alchemists? Why would he do that? He's running away! Hey, Ed! He's getting away! Hey, what? Hey! Get your butt back here! But first, let's see if there's any treasure around here. Woohoo! Oh, it disappeared! Oh, that's not fair! Ugh. Oh. Oh well. To the save menu. Note to self, don't stream this time of day. Nobody's watching. Off he goes, getting away.
Ed,
And for the character who wasn't traced off Kimberly, I swear. Okay, pal, who are you? Wait, that uniform and badge.
A military policeman? A senior colonel?
Hey, mister, you wouldn't happen to be named Gins, would you? And what if I am, kiddo?
Ed, you don't think... Is this him?
Yeah, Al. Looks like this mohawked psycho is the head honcho. So what's your reason for deceiving your subordinates and leading them to his guard? Real smart punk, aren't ya? But you ain't gotta know nothing else, 'cause you're gonna die right here. And yes, I am Gans Breslau, the armor-piercing alchemist, and the strongest in the military.
Eep. But I've never heard of you.
And just who says you're the strongest in the military anyway? Your mom doesn't count, you know. I've taken care of my incompetent subordinate. Now you guys are my only problems left. Nothing personal, mind you. You got in our way, and you got no one to blame but yourselves. I figured it would come to this. It's a dirty job, but...
Somebody's gotta transmute it.
Off! Wait, you guys can't be. You're not Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric, are you?
Gosh, Ed, you're a celebrity.
What's it to you? Do you want me to sign your forehead or something? Hoo hoo hoo, how I've longed to meet you, Fullmetal Alchemist. Well then, it's either you or me, your right arm or my left arm. Let's settle here and now who should really be called Full Metal. Come and get some, shorty.
Uh-oh.
Who? Who you calling microscopic, huh? Who you calling so tiny he can't even be seen under a microscope? Oh god. Oh fuck. Shit. This guy isn't hard, but he's like the first major hurdle. How do I grab stuff again? Circle. X. Triangle. Triangle. I got this, I got this, I got this. Or my name isn't Edward Elric, son of Hohenheim. Or maybe I'm not Edward Elric, son of Hohenheim. Oh shit. Clearly I'm not. Luckily, I'll use one of the already 11 elixirs I have. We will have 99 before the game is over. Because they're incredibly easy to get. Yeah! Lead earrings. Bitchin'.
No way. I can't lose.
Looks like you're beginning to understand that I'm way out of your league.
strongest in the military? I think the Flame Alchemist is stronger.
This guy's just had it easy all his life, you know? No real challenges.
Like hell, you say?
Well, you want more?
Come on, Ed. You know it's not cool picking on a weakling.
Weakling? You brats!
You haven't won yet. I'll show you. I'll get you for this.
Such classic bad guy lines.
Yeah, well, you'd better remember, because my memory stinks.
It sure does.
I'll see you later, snotty shorties.
Shorty? Who are you?
Don't call him that! He hates that.
Oh,
Whoa! Whoops.
My bad.
It's a good job there's nobody else on board, isn't there? Would you like to save your game? We toppled a train car. Do we really want to save? Train on fire! Whoa! Would you just look at that?
Ed, why must you always take things one step too far? So, what should we do now?
Your guess is as good as mine. We didn't do anything, I swear! Wasn't us. Oh, look! There's Armstrong. He'll surely understand. I see! So another suspect was the mastermind behind the hijack.
He's a colonel in the military police named Breslau. His left arm was an automail, like Ed's.
It sounded like he had been roughing up military alchemists to take to Hiesgard. Breslau did away with his number 2 man, then managed to turn tail and run away from us. Tusk, what deplorable acts for a military man! We shall expedite a warrant for this Breslau. But in the meantime, what to do about this devastation?
You mean this Ed-instigated incident?
Al, shut up! Quite the chore this cleanup is going to be, even with the use of alchemy. Tusk, Breslau cannot be forgiven. Derailing a train in order to make a selfish escape is beyond evil. Yeah, no kidding.
Ed, aren't you going to correct him?
Are you kidding? He doesn't have to know, and you'd better not say anything stupid either.
I don't believe this. So, Major, what should we do now?
We don't have a choice. We have to get to Central. Even if we need to walk, there's no time to waste.
We're pretty close to Hiesgard. Maybe we can catch a train from there to Central.
Wait 1 minute there, lads. We cannot leave this site as it is. There is much to be done here. I must report to HQ, round up the suspects, help the passengers. So there were passengers on the train? Well then, I guess that means we'll have to say goodbye, Major. We'll be on our way, toodles. What? No! Absolutely not! As your escort, I must keep you in sight at all times. Come on, Major. We don't need an escort after having come this far. We're deep in the mountains. There's nothing dangerous here, apart from some ornery-looking shrubs.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
I said no, and that's final. Just keep quiet and help me with the recovery effort. Wah! You gotta be kidding me!
Ed, what do we do now?
Out of gaming, welcome. What do you think? We don't have a choice.
Oh boy, sometimes I wonder if he's a bad influence on me.
I'm out of here.
I'm sorry, Major!
What the? Wait, stop! Get back here this instant, Edward Elric! Ha ha! I should have known! I must notify HQ immediately and join those two post-haste! Sorry, Major, but we got a juice. Ain't got time for this shit! Right, ladder. Are we ready for some exposition? Hey Ed, do you remember that time we killed our mom?
Do you really think it was okay for us to run away like that?
Hey, the old man isn't chasing after us, is he? We're fine. Now come on, keep running.
But are you sure we're headed in the right direction?
Well, we've been on this single track until now, so, yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. You know, I never thought we'd end up going to Hearsgard again.
Me neither. This looks like a good game. It is. It's fucking amazing. The last time we went, we were still with our master, so it's been a really long time.
Hey Ed, since we're going to Hearsgard, why don't we visit Professor Eiselstein?
The professor? No way.
Why not? I mean, I want to see Celine, too.
You dummy! Aren't you forgetting something? The professor is friends with our master. Someone like the professor would be able to tell what we did the second he saw us. Exposition! Do you remember the time? Remember the time I killed you and I lost my limbs? Trying to bring our mother back from the dead? Oh boy! That was a thing that happened. I love this show, but seriously, there's like, they never stop talking about this event. Like, everything spiraled from their attempts to bring their mum back from the dead. Like, everything spirals out from it. You wouldn't have Fullmetal Alchemist if this didn't happen. This was the first time that this particular sequence in the manga was animated, by the way. Because this game was in development before the anime was fully greenlit. So, yeah, this is the first time this particular sequence would have been animated. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean, Al? The professor would be able to tell, and he could tell that we attempted human transmutation. And imagine if the professor were to tell our master about it.
If that would happen,
our master, she'd kill us! Got it, Al? Once we get into town, we're making a beeline straight for the station.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
But you know what bugs me?
What the train hijacker said, right?
An alchemist self-government?
If the professor's really the one calling on the alchemists, what's he trying to do?
You're asking the wrong guy.
So what was the professor studying?
Catalytics, I think. Trying to make alchemy more efficient through the use of a catalyst.
You think this has anything to do with his research?
I don't know. I'm not real familiar with catalytics myself.
I remember how Celine would help the professor with his research.
Ah, little Celine.
Celine was a real genius, just like you, Ed.
Huh? So what? That girl didn't have a heart.
I'm surprised you could hold a grudge over something so small.
Small? It ain't small to me.
Okay.
At any rate, the professor doesn't concern us, and neither does Hearsgard. We just need to get ourselves to Central and fast.
Right you are.
Let's first have a fight. Special attacks. Ed and Al can join hands gay, to deliver a powerful special power attack. Fill up the alchemy gorge, circle. While holding circle, press R1 with Al close by, and you can do the thing that kills all the enemies super quick. Is what I would say. There we go. That's how it's done. Thank you. About the only thing that I would ever, like, rank this game down on, like, mark it down on, is the quality of these sound effects. Like, they are so grainy. Crusty sound effects. I wonder if they improved this with the sequel. Because I've only ever played this original, but I know that the sequel is much better, because everyone tells me that, so it must be true. Another thing this game could do with is a run button. I mean, it just looks like you're moping around, just like an angsty teenager, which I suppose is accurate, because that would describe Ed to a T.
Hey, who's you? You got some nerve strolling in on our turf, you punks. We're bandits. This area's ours, and we ain't gonna let you pass. You're gonna eat a bag of hell, kiddies.
Oh boy! Fighting Frenzy. When the Fighting Frenzy gauge increases with every attack by Ed and Al, when the gauge becomes full, of Fighting Frenzy is activated. While in Fighting Frenzy, your attack increases and you gain more experience points. You can also use Frenzy special attacks. Okay, yeah. But if you get knocked on the ground, you lose your Frenzy, so please do not do that. Come on out. There we go. So good. And we get bonus EXP for those kills. It feels good to play this again. I mean, it's been a year, basically. This time I intend to fully complete this game. We're going to alternate between Vesperia and this with palette cleansers. For the foreseeable future. How to get elixirs in this game for free. Create a single-use item, then transmute it. How to get free elixirs forever. We're going to do that every time we can.
Jeez, who are those guys?
They're bandits, and we were on their turf. That's all they managed to say before we knocked him stupid anyway.
Bandits? This area's turned sour since the last time we were here.
Forget those losers, Al. Take a gander at this.
What? What's this? An abandoned train?
That's right. Something tells me I could transmute this into something.
What could you possibly make out of that derelict? We need to get going, Ed. No time for art.
Oh yeah, well, fuck you, Al.
fucking go to hell.
Can I... yeah, I can cancel out. It's like, how do I do that again? Now I know. Lightning element. Oh, shit. Fuck yes. Now we're talking. So you can pick up elements and then attach them to weapons you've already created in order to make elemental weapons. That's just another reason why this game is so brilliant. So now I've got a lightning spear. And there are certain enemies that will drop elemental spheres almost every time you kill them. So basically, you can just stack them up and keep them forever. So lightning elements actually do like crazy good damage. Especially on human enemies and robots. Now, you tie this up with some alchemy, so square, square, circle, like that. Crazy good. That's what I would say if I wasn't getting my ass kicked! Accessories. Equip, Edward... Vitality... Elixir. Okay. I might as well apply my bonus points as well. Bonus points, as you play through the game and then do New Game Plus, you carry all your bonus points. Well, you don't carry your bonus points over, but if you don't use them, you carry the bonus points you don't use over. So if you wanted to, you could play through the game and then not spend any of your bonus points, have like 100 and something bonus points, then on the next playthrough, you can apply 100 plus bonus points and more. It's a weird glitch whereby you carry the bonus points over, but only if they haven't been applied. We'll probably just apply them though, for the sake of dealing more damage and making this playthrough easier. If I wanted to, I could actually memory edit this game in real time to give myself 999 bonus points and then just stack them all into my attack stat. But I'm not going to do that. I only do that for bad games. When it's like, how can I finish Falling Stars quickly? I know. We'll turn this live stream into a cheat engine tutorial. Not this time. This is how to use cheat engine in real time on PlayStation 2 emulation. I wish the shortcut was for spikes automatically. I didn't have to hold it down, you know. You can now create 2 road blockers. Oh boy! It's a cutscene.
Ed, that's the way to Hiasgard, but it looks like
These stupid boulders are blocking our way, huh?
What should we do? There's no way around them. Could we tunnel through?
Knowing our luck, the tunnel would cave in on us. We'll just have to improvise.
Improvise?
Don't sweat it. I've already got an idea. We can use that metal junkie back there.
You better not be referring to me, Ed.
You know, now you mention it. You are kind of useless. Here we are. This old junker should serve us right.
What you plan on making out of this thing?
Just watch. Kameha. No, wrong show. Nice one. Haha! Howitzer's that.
Wow, I guess subtlety's never been your strong suit.
Let's go, Al.
I'm proud you didn't destroy anything of real value this time, Ed. Such self-restraint.
I'll break you in a minute, you fucking piece of shit. And they were never heard from again. I honestly don't know if rolling's faster, but I get so sick of, like, just how slow you move in this game. Oh boy, I hope you like chimeras. Okay, it's straight ahead to Hirsgard,
Ed, look!
Help me! R1 call. Yeah, you can call Al over to help you. What was that?
Hirsgard's fauna is certainly exotic these days.
That's no wild animal, dummy! That's obviously a chimera! Somebody transmuted a chimera!
What? No way, that's just a freak genetic mutation, isn't it? Isn't it?
Something screwy here, brother. Why a chimera is running around in a place like this? Oh boy!
Ow! Okay.
Chimeras!
Okay.
Come on, Al. Hey, Al!
Ow! Okay. Ow! Leave it to me.
Special! Special!
How about this?
Yeah. It's a shame there were no other chimera nearby. Really solid combat system in this game. And it's a good thing too, because you'll be doing it a lot. You don't get a break from it.
Another one. Another one.
No. That's a road blocker. Don't want one of those. Oh yeah, landmines and stuff. Yeah, useless. I have no need for landmines. I end up setting them off myself. Ooh. Let's build one of these. Let's use it. Because it counts as a single use. Yeah. Anything that you can build that's a single use, like this, one of these, etc., etc. Anything single use, you can then transmute into an ether when it's done. Sorry, an elixir. An elixir. So once it finishes, you can come along and transmute it. This is the easiest way to get elixirs, and there's a place in the city, New Hirsgard, where you can basically enter the map, and there's 6 or 7 of them that you can build. You can make them all in a circle, come back and turn them all into elixirs, leave, come back and do it all again, and make like 7 elixirs a time. So you'll never run out of healing items in this game, like ever. Oh no, it's a cute girl and she's trying to get the flowers, but she's gonna fall.
You have to learn to keep your cool. Honestly, Ed, you're always getting... Huh? Ed, are you alright?
What?
Your left hand.
What? I
Excuse me.
You fell on me, you klutz! Huh? The problem is my girl voices are gonna sound the same as Al. Huh? What are you doing lying on the ground like that? That's exactly what I wanted to speak to you about, Missy. Huh, whatever it is, make it snappy. I'm in a rush. Ahem. Don't you have something to say to me? No, not particularly. What is it with you, anyway? Don't you know how to talk to a lady? Where are your manners? Fucking shit, fuck, bitch, dad! Where are your manners? Is that the attitude you cop after using someone's back as a fucking trampoline? What's with this guy? Why is he getting all huffy? I'm telling you to apologize! Your fat butt fell out of the sky and squashed me flat! Oh, so that's what happened. That's incredibly bad luck. I mean, you're such a small target. What did you say? I couldn't even see you from up above because you're so small. Small? Not this guy in armor, though. I can see him coming a mile away. Not you, though. You're too small. Shut up! Stop it! Stop calling me small! Stop calling me small! Can you apologize for all the trouble you've caused me? Trouble? Trouble? You want to talk to me about trouble? Hey, I could have gracefully landed on my own 2 feet. But no! You just had to be in the way, so I ended up on my rump instead! How's that for trouble? I don't believe this! Now, do I have to separate the two of you? Just forget about it, Ed. Just be glad that no one was seriously injured. There you go. Mr. Armor knows what he's talking about. Can I go now? I told you, I'm in a hurry. Ta-ta, Mr. Blondie Shorty Pants. What? Come back here, you turd! Ed, take it easy. I can't believe it. That girl called me Shorty. That's it. We're going after her. Say what? We're gonna make her apologize. Where is she? Which way did she go? Good grief. Never, ever, ever call Ed short. That's the golden rule. Calling Ed short is not a good idea. Oh, samurai sword. Yeah, but the problem with this thing is, like, I can use it 3 times and then it runs out. I've still got, like, 34 uses on my spear. So as tempting as the samurai sword is, I don't get it for long. Damn it! Where did that brat go? Forget about her, Ed. We got bigger problems here. Huh? What? They've got us surrounded. You gotta be kidding me. Since when is the Asgard such a hotbed for chimeras? Here they come, Ed. I hope you're prepared for the principality. Oh. Fuck. Thank you. Thank you. Then I can turn him into an elixir. If he doesn't, then I can't. Can't get up there. At this time, anyway. Oh, I'll get plenty of opportunities to make another. I want to show you how good this thing is. But it doesn't last for long. Yeah, it's already dead. That's how long the samurai sword lasts for. Barely any time at all. The trade-off is 100 points of damage per attack. But it really doesn't work out cost-effective. Come on, Al. I'm not holding down R1 for shits and giggles, you know. Keep pressing the wrong button instead of attack. Why do I instinctively want to attack with the X button? Oh, my spear's ran out of electric charge now. It's just a regular spear. I did pick up... Yeah, but I was thinking I did pick up Fire Element, but no. Like, I'm pretty sure you can only... It's either you can only use... Yeah, you can only use Lightning, which I don't have any of. Or, yeah. So, if I want to use the Fire Element I picked up, I'm gonna need a sword, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I can make one of those out of, it's like a train cart or something, wasn't it? Oh, God. When I was playing my first playthrough of this game, I got this treasure, like, much later on. At the point where it wasn't useful to me anymore. Ugh. Fuck's sake. Can I not get up there right now? No, no, I can. If you get this treasure too late, it's basically worthless. So that's why I'm getting it now, while it can still be useful to me. Got it! Aha! Attack by 3. Attack by 1. Now we're talking. Glass cannon this shit. It's well worth getting it now. And not waiting till later. Yeah, look at that. Like, that's 5 or 6 damage points up on what I was doing before. Oh, lightning element. You know what that means. Bing! Thank you! Dead again. Right, this area has a particularly notorious jump that I hate. So... Fucking... I saved by accident. Fucking all the hell. Oh. Yo, I'm not going to take that lying down. Oh. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Leveled up, got the level up buff. I'm going to take another shot at that jump. Plenty of fire elements, picking up plenty of those. They're going to be useful later. Get some ethers while I'm here. By making all of these. Can I make a sword out of these? Yes, I can. Fire sword all the way. My favourite. My absolute favourite transmutation in this game. Badass. So where's the one that's now finished, so I can turn that into an ether?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The ladder is this way. Right, it's F1 to save, F3 to load. Okay. Because I hate this jump with a passion. This is one of the few times that I will actively use save states when playing this game. But you're meant to be able to do this jump, that's the thing. Got it. Alphonse. No, that's all little use. Okay. There's a bit here where if you fall down, you basically have to transmute the platform back to its original state in order to do it again. So hopefully I don't mess up. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's the fake me. That's useless. Yes, I remember. There's a jump now. There's an awkward jump if you want to get up there and get a treasure chest. If you fall down, it's a pain. There we go. Growth seed. And over here, there's another one. Got it. I would say I'm glad, because now I don't have to come back to this area again, but I do have to later on. Much later on, but I do have to. Which means having to do the awkward jumping again.
Hey, Ed! Look up ahead! Aha! There she is! What's she doing in a dangerous place like this?
We'd better help her before one of those chimeras starts snacking on her, Ed.
I don't think helping her is my sole intention, Al. Hey! Wait up, you brat! Hey! Ah, it's no use.
I guess she can't hear us.
Alright, that's it. We gotta chase her down. Come on, Al.
Whatever you say.
Anything to transmute around here? No. I'm curious, is it because that's on? No.
Into the depths, I suppose.
You better stay alive, girl. Don't you dare die before you apologize to me.
Enough, Ed. Let's go in.
Yeah.
No, wrong one. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, reloaders! Okay, so if you create something like a crossbow or a gun, you can reload it full of ammo by transmuting it with a reloader. There's reloaders of wood and reloaders of metal. Reloaders of wood are used for things like crossbows. Reloaders of metal are used for things like cannons. There'll be some boss battles nearer the end of the game where basically the only way to do any sort of decent damage to them is to build cannons. I remember these things being difficult to attack. Just use that combo. Like that. There we go. Fighting Frenzy on! Yeah! Now we're talking. Come on, Al.
How about this? Thank you.
They don't make it clear where one area ends and the next one begins, so... I didn't actually mean to go into this map, because I'm pretty sure I picked... Oh, no. There's a treasure around here. No, this is the right way. That's fine. Alright, obviously doesn't want to hang around. That's fine. Push the fake me off here, so he can get attacked. Equip herb. And what does an equip herb do? Oh, that's right. If you get hit with a status element that makes it impossible to pick up a weapon, then what you can do is use an equip herb, and then you don't have the status element anymore. Just watching the fake me getting attacked there. It's funny. Anyway, now that I've done that, I can actually transmute him into an ether. An elixir. Keep calling them ethers. They're elixirs. Which, of course, is useful because they're the only real method of healing in this game. You can't, like, transmute yourself a sandwich or anything. Stop attacking Al, you little shit. Alright, anyway. Let's get another elixir. Let's use that elixir. Should probably use things like growth seeds. But I kind of just want to get past the first boss first, because it's annoying. The sooner I get past that, the better. Kind of looks like Xenoblade. Welcome, Nano. Yeah, I did a Sushi Bites on this last year. I loaded up the video last night to take a look at the comments, and I remembered that you had mentioned how even your normie friends watched and enjoyed Fullmetal Alchemist. It is such a good show, especially Brotherhood. You know, with all this stuff on social media, I figured that it was a topical time to play through this one. I'd recognize that sound anywhere. That's a Facebook message. I have to check that in a second. Just in case it's work, like, we tried to get hold of you, there's a shift today, can you work it? You never know. Oh no, it's just my brother. Yeah, it's just my brother. That's the door we came out of. Right, okay. Just making sure I know where I am. No. Oh, I see. The only other anime they want to watch is Castlevania. You know, you could attempt to impart upon them the virtues of watching Naruto. Okay, perhaps not Naruto. I like Fullmetal Alchemist because Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't rely on, like, breaking open your limit and accessing, like, inner strength, you know. Ed is no stronger at the start of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood than he is at the end. Like, he doesn't activate his, he doesn't, like, disable his limit or eat some bean that activates hidden powers. You see, that's why, like, fucking, that's just, like, one of the reasons why Fullmetal Alchemist is so much better than regular shonen, is it doesn't rely on that. You were born a part this creature, part this creature, so you have super magic powers. It doesn't rely on that shit. The characters have the exact same abilities as they did when they started. They just get better at using them. And that's what makes Fullmetal Alchemist better. Yeah, he does get a better metal arm, but the fact of the matter is it's still a metal arm. It's not like halfway through the show he gets his regular arm back, and then his regular arm is possessed with, like, the spirit of Davy Jones. You know, it's... it's not like Bleach, where it's like, Chad does get a better arm, he gets another arm that does more of the exact same things. I think that's just why I prefer Fullmetal Alchemist more than sort of other shonen, is just because it doesn't pull that, like, the only stuff from regular shonen that Fullmetal Alchemist sort of has is like the going inside yourself and finding, like, your inner strength. But to be fair, whenever Ed goes inside himself, he loses something else. So there is a cost for that. I'm not talking shit about Chad. I like Chad, but what I'm saying is, Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't have, like, Ed gets a new arm and it has the spirit of his grandpa in it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference between something like Fullmetal Alchemist and Bleach. It's not like Naruto, where like he's got a giant monster inside him with unlimited strength. It's like, yeah, I'll just take power from the massive nine-tailed fox that's inside me for some reason. They are different, very different anime with very different stories. But I think Fullmetal Alchemist takes all the best parts of shonen and avoids, like, the limit break, opening the seventh gate stuff that other shonen goes for. It's a very sort of grounded a bit more in reality, even with its crazy pseudoscience. Oh boy, boss battle coming up. Fuck this bit. Oh, I can make a few more ethers, actually. Before the... elixirs, not ethers. Before the boss battle. Not that I'm going to need them all. I can also imbue my sword with fire again. There we go. Right. Stop sucking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready. Fullmetal Alchemist could never get a fight as epic as Ichigo versus Ulquiorra or Ichigo versus Hogyoken Aizen. Oh man, that battle with Ichigo going into the full-on Zangetsu. Can't remember the exact name of the form now, but with the long black hair, and like, fuck, that fight was so goddamn intense. But I also enjoyed all the stuff in season, was it 18? Like Lost Agent, all the Fullbring powers. The Fullbring powers were basically like stands, and the Bount arc was also like stands. That was like Bleach plus JoJo. Every power has like so much variety in Bleach. Dragon Ball Z does rely on mostly the same stuff, and it's like whenever it has to think of something new, it's just like a different color hairstyle. fuck's sake. I swear the first time I played through this game, that chase did, like, nowhere near as much damage. Maybe I'm playing on a harder difficulty or something. I think that Kishimoto got inspired by that fight. I think that's why Might Guy fucks Madara up near the end. Might Guy is fucking badass. That whole bit with Might Guy versus oh, what's his name? Fishman. Kishi some no. You know the guy I'm talking about, Sharkman. That shit was cash. Oh boy. Ow! Don't worry about me, I only landed on my spine. Ow! Are you faring better?
Yeah, but forget me! Look at the Chimera! Its back looks hard, but its belly seems pretty vulnerable.
Bingo! If we can just flip it over on its back somehow. Alright, let's go for it, Al. Oh boy. Yay. This fight. Right. Where's my growth? Oh, I can't use it within a battle. Okay, fair enough. That's understandable. Bonus points. Ed. Attack. Alright. There's one trick to this fight. And first, it requires Al to do his brotherly due diligence and guard. What? Al. Al. Marvelous. Marvelous. Good old-fashioned, if you die, you have to load your save kind of game. Nice. Very archaic, very old-fashioned. Love it. Oh la 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 la. Oh fuck! Keep trying to jump with the circle button. Come on, I jumped! Mate. I know. Get good. Get good. Down we go. It's easy. The trick is to not get hit. Thank you! For the sake of entertainment and saving time, we're saving. Come on, Al! Jesus. Tackle him! Right. Ow! Ow! Yes! Yes! Would help if I could see what I'm doing, really, it would help. I'm trapped inside him! like the boss has a gravitational pull. I'm not cheating by saving at the start of a boss battle, I'm saving a 5-minute cutscene and skipping where I'm probably not going to commentate at all. That just wouldn't be very entertaining. Get up on your back. There we go. Ow. No, I didn't mean to activate a bomb, but okay, fine. Get out of there. I keep trying to dodge with square. I'm trying to figure out what game's control style I'm getting confused with this one. Okay. Let's try not to get hit. He says getting hit. Turn around. Yeah, there we go. On your back. Tackle him! Yes! Got it. So I wouldn't have needed to save state after all. Oh well. I did anyway. It's better to be sure than not sure. I actually got bonus points for that. That was abysmal performance. Woo! A lifetime supply of crab dip for everybody! This is not legit. Who the hell is making these chimeras? Your guess is as good as mine. Who would make so many and why? Damn it! Why does it always have to be this way? Huh? The goons on the train, these chimeras, why does all this stuff keep getting in our way? Maybe what goes around comes around. You're not exactly an angel yourself, Ed. Hey, Draven. You know, Ed, we lost sight of that girl, too. Yeah, you don't have to remind me. Where the heck could she have gone, anyway?
We would have seen it if the chimeras got her. Maybe she made it out of here already.
That's pretty unlikely. How could she make it through all those monsters? Unless she's a monster herself and they're not attacking her. Whoops, spoilers.
You think there's a link between her and the chimeras?
Yes. Let's just get out of here for now. I think I'm standing in chum. Right, I gotta try and remember what Mustang sounds like. I'm Mustang. Yeah. I'm such a badass. I'm a horrible piece of shit. Okay. Major, it's me. My apologies for interrupting you during your busy day, Colonel. Never mind. I got your report. So you were on your way from Rizambul to Central, correct? So how is everyone doing? Are they safe? Yes, everyone is safe. I shall report the details later. But to summarize the situation, there were no casualties amongst our crew and passengers. Our suspect is still at large. Very well. Is Fullmetal there? Let me talk to him. Well, sir. What's wrong, Major? Colonel Campbell. The Elric brothers already headed off for the nearest station in Hearscart. What? Hearscart? You fool! Why did you let them go all by themselves? Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Don't you know what's going on in Hearscart right now? Sir? No! I had received a report from the brothers about Alchemist gathering there, but... So you hadn't heard about the report that Central received? Fine. I shall head there myself. I will give you additional details when I arrive. Stay put, Major. Yes, sir! One of my subordinates is already undercover in Hearscart. I shall have her look after the Elric brothers for the time being. Riza Hawkeye! Best girl. Would you like to save your game? Of course. Of course I want to save. What a shitty looking town. Well, we're here in Hearscart at last. But what the?
Ed, look at the town!
What happened here?
I don't get it. It looks like a ghost town.
This better not have anything to do with those chimeras. Spoiler, it does.
Well, I don't think we can rule out the possibility of that.
You've got to be kidding. I think they had enough muscle to trash... You think they had enough muscle to trash the town?
The professor! Do you think he's alright? Ed, we should really try to see him. We don't need to chit-chat, but we should make sure he and Selene are both safe.
Yeah, you're right. I doubt the trains are running in any case. Let's have a look around town.
Maybe some stragglers were left behind. I'm really worried about the professor.
Stay sharp, Al. This place is swarming with those damn chimeras. Swarming with chimeras. Oh yeah, I do fuck all damage without a weapon. Ah! This'll make a difference. Yep. 33 as opposed to 4. Let's make a fake me to run around. No, those are both Ed weapons. I don't need those. Can't make anything out of that.
I'm pretty sure I can, like, activate this to heal. Cheap, I know, but it's a free heal. I'm gonna take it. Yo, I can make a cannon around here. I'm sure I can. Yeah. Got him. Come on. A little bit lower. Attack where they're going to be, not where they are. There we go. Ran out. They're distracted by the decoy. So these things really do work. Anyway, we'll make an elixir out of that. Because any healing items we can get, we need. Just generally. Until we have 99 of them, then we don't need them anymore. But we'll still pick them up anyway. No, do the spikes! There we go. Do the spikes. There. Oh no, the door's on fire. Wow, that's one heck of a fire.
Ed, wasn't the professor's house just past this cave?
You think so? I can't remember. In any case, there's no way we're getting past that inferno.
I know. We could do something if only that fountain were working.
I guess we'll just have to find another path. Come on, Al.
Yeah.
There we go. Easy enough to kill. Yeah, let's get Al a weapon. Tak, welcome. Al could always use a weapon. Yeah, again, that's just for making a weapon for Al. As soon as I open this chest, enemies are going to appear. JRPG Rule 101. Or maybe not. Oh, that's a surprise. I was honestly expecting enemies to appear and attack me after I open the chest. That's pleasant. That's a pleasant surprise. Not just weapons for me. It seems very arbitrary what you can and can't transmute. There's no general rule. Like, this is a metal bollard, but you can create wooden, like, turrets out of it. Crossbow turrets. There's not a lot of actual consistency. I understand this was the first game in the bunch. They did improve this as time went on, or at least as far as I know. Thank you. Thank you. Very pretty game for what, 2000 and... 1, 2? 2, I think. I wouldn't mind owning this, but the thing is, it never came out in the UK or in Europe. It was only America and Japan. This one. Crazy. I think it would have sold fine in Europe. There's a lot of American-only anime games that I really want to get hold of. I think there was an Inuyasha for PS2. There was a Rurouni Kenshin for PS2. There are places you can stand in this game and it will just keep spawning enemies. This is one of them. Stand in this position, kill this enemy, and watch. Bing! There he goes. I remember doing some grinding here. Leaving the area and coming back and waiting for it to spawn like another 5 of them because I was stood there. Did we get both of them in the circle? Yes! Nice one! No more? No more. I don't think I can have 2 decoys at once. Oh no, I can! Okay, cool. I don't think I ever actually tried it before. Not that they'll do much with no enemies around. If I could get them towards where enemies are going to spawn, that would be really useful. Okay, there we go. Go on, attack them! It's so silly watching them try to fight the decoys. Oh! You're not fooled, huh? Okay. Right. 1. 2. It's 2 more elixirs. Is Al struggling? Come on, Al. You don't need me to tell you to use your tackle attack. You're meant to be the smart one. Oh, I've run out of firepower on my sword. Got to rely on the spikes to deal some decent damage. There we go. We're going to need that frenzy in a moment, so I'd better not waste it. So you didn't get the snow mail to tell you that there was snow school until it finally arrived. Yes, I can still make that. Okay. Right. Got a frenzy saved up. Ow. 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 Is that a bangle of some kind? You didn't get the email until 8:10. That's ridiculous. Amulet of Accuracy, was it? Amulet of Accuracy. Automates Accu Strikes. Okay, that's... Okay. Now we don't have to be good at the game. The game will be good for us every time. Otherwise, you have to time these attacks. But actually, now I've made the game extremely easy by unlocking this. Definitely the cow.
Hey, see that ad? Looks like a broken water pipe. You don't suppose fixing this would make the fountain back of the plaza start working again?
That's a possibility. I guess we can patch it up and see what happens.
Patch away.
Or don't. Don't patch away.
Get all the boxes first.
Thank you.
Turret. Cannon. Turret. I wonder why there's all this stuff here. Perhaps we're about to have a boss battle. Double elixir. Nice one. I like it when I can just use one and heal both of them. Right. Good game. Welcome, Long Dizzle. Watching on Mixer. Now I've really got to bring my A game on the voiceover.
There we are. Let's go back and see if the fountain is working now.
Okay.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Yow. Looks like we're surrounded. Where did they get here?
Ah. They always sneak up when your back's turned. Let's whip 'em, Al.
Yes. Let's. No, use that. Yeah, that's the one, Right, get out of there, get on the... No. I swear I'm good at this normally. Right. If I use that, the cannon's gonna blow me up as well. Okay. It's fine. I couldn't even open the menu. Shit. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna load and save state because I'm lazy. Look, I know when this game is going to pull this shit. I'm not reloading my save file, going and doing all of that again, including getting the AccuStrike equipment. Nah, fuck that. I'm not going to waste our time doing all that again. This game isn't an easy game. That's what I like about it. The difficulty level is just right. If you fuck up, it really is your fault. Right, thank you. Right, number one. Let's go. The frame rate really struggles here. Uh-oh. I do not want to have to transmute Al. Why doesn't Al just, like, rely on his tackle more often? Congrats to the wrestling, it's 6 AM, good night Japan. What? There was something else? Yeah. Flying nut right here. Right. Turn that into an elixir. Let's give Al a sword. Not that it does much, but we'll give him a sword. Then maybe he won't suck. There's no question who the best Elric is. Just saying. I think, yeah, there was a chest around here. Lots of stars in Japanese wrestling. I wish I followed Japanese wrestling. I really do wish I followed Japanese wrestling. Fighting Frenzy off! You fool! There we go. Is there not like a treasure or something back here? Nope. I thought there was a treasure or something back here. I guess I misremembered. So who's Vic, and why do you stand with him? Hello! Your mum is a boss. Vic Mig, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. The voice of Edward Elric, main character in Fullmetal Alchemist, has been on the receiving end of allegations regarding that he groped people at conventions and shit like that. No evidence provided whatsoever besides doctored photographs. The guy has been fired by Crunchyroll and Funimation, despite there being no evidence to these allegations. Because they're just like, oh shit, this could be bad, let's drop him. He's had like his whole career essentially destroyed now by just this mad mob that's trying to get him fired from everything. So I stand with him. At the very least, if he's done anything wrong, that should be decided in a court of law by a jury. Based on evidence. Until then, nobody should be cutting ties with him. Especially not such a talented voice actor with years in the industry. Just because he hugs his fans at conventions. They also accused him of being homophobic because he wouldn't sign Yowie at a convention. His argument is that he doesn't sign anything that's not official, and of course, as far as the official line goes, Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric don't want to fuck each other in the ass, so naturally he doesn't want to sign any artwork of, like, Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric fucking each other in the ass. But apparently because he doesn't want to sign that for fans, he's a homophobe. It's ridiculous. The whole situation's, like, blown up. It's just not fair on the guy. He's just a voice actor that gave me some of my favourite voice performances ever in anime. He's getting trashed for no reason. At least not until we got some actual bona fide evidence to prove anything that's being said.
Ed, we were right. The fountain's working again.
Just call me Mr. Fix-It. Let's see what I can do here. Or let's not just yet. Let's save first. Because I just had a bullshit fight, and I want a nice hard save. Thank you. All the enemies in here have respawned. Which means more bullshit. Oh, so you're one of the people that watches the Japanese wrestling online on Dragon's Gate. Japanese pay-per-view wrestling. It's actually very popular. I think because as far as fans of Japanese wrestling are concerned, it's the only real wrestling left. Like, WWE's, like, so fake that, like, people much prefer to watch Japanese wrestling because it's real wrestling. I appreciate the offer. If that's an offer so that I can watch Japanese wrestling, I appreciate, but I'm not going to be up at, like, 4 AM in the morning to watch Japanese wrestling, so I'm good. Appreciate the offer, though, if that's what that is. There was an entire Facebook thread of a person telling somebody who took a photo with him, the person who took the photo and the other user were arguing over the whole thing. Yeah, the person who took the photo has literally gone on record to say, I was not the age that the article said I was. Here's the original photo. I asked for this photo to be taken. You know, like, basically trashing every single claim that the Anime News Net... Don't get me started on Anime News Network. The whole Anime News Network article started. So, you know, all I'm saying is there's plenty of evidence that he isn't a piece of shit, and zero evidence that he is. So until I see some evidence that says otherwise, I know what I'm going to believe. You know? Yep, photoshopped photos. There was a Facebook thread where people were saying, like, yeah, you should edit it to make him look like he's doing stuff. And they're like, what, you would talk about doctoring photos on a public Facebook feed? You know. It's ridiculous. I have no idea why, but it's a bunch of crazy-ass kids telling lies about a man for no reason, just to get him fired. Just to use him as an example. Just to feed a narrative. It's fucking stupid. Like, the stance I take with things is that if there is an accusation, there should be an investigation, but if there is no evidence or an investigation doesn't occur, nobody should be punished without due process. Exactly. 100%. If it turns out that Philip Mignon is actually a piece of shit, then fair enough. So be it. But until I see some actual proof, then I'm not going to believe it. I think WWE is there to make us hate wrestling, because good wrestling is godly. Yeah, like, from what I understand, literally the last bastion of good wrestling is Japanese pro wrestling. From what I've been told, anyway. It's the last good wrestling, like, available. That everything else is shit now. And it's true, just Japanese media in general just is a lot more sure about what it wants to be. Like, Japan's culture currently isn't along the lines of, oh, we're worried about how people are going to interpret this or how they're going to feel about this. Well, there was something I read today. There was an anime of some kind where the director was asked, what's it like making a show like this that's going to be seen as like offensive in the West? And they're like, well, it's not seen as offensive in Japan, so we're going to carry on making it. It's like that's the sentiment. What you need to do is stick with your artistic integrity, right? If to you there's nothing wrong with the work you're making, then continue to make that work. When you create a character, for example, you know that character is not what people say that character is. You can argue till you're blue in the face. This is why this character is not that way. Here is the design process that went into creating that character. I know that character's not bad. It's like, take for instance that Steam game Chu-Chao that came out. Like, and after 9 months, the developer changed the character's skin from black to orange because they were afraid that it might offend people. 9 months after the game's release. Well after somebody could say, return the game because they're not happy with forced censorship. Strong-arming players into either accept it or stop playing it. You're not going to get your money back. How little faith must you have in your own creations that you'd be willing to let someone say, hey, this is kind of offensive? It's only offensive if you made it offensive. If you didn't make it offensive, it's not offensive. You know that your design is fine. You know that there's nothing wrong with your design. Because you can talk through your design process. You can say exactly why the character looks this way. But, you know, anybody that doesn't stick by their art and refuse to change it because of somebody else's incorrect reading, well, you know, maybe you just don't deserve to create art. If you're not going to stand by it. Be sure in what you make. Be proud of what you create. Because you know deep down inside that your process was pure, you know? Yes, I can do alchemy again. Right, that's okay. That's okay. I got this. I posted this on Twitter, but I'm going to say it here as well. If I ever change, like, an element or a facet of a story or a game I'm working on because somebody got offended, you can kick me in the nuts. Let me know first so I can brace for it, but you can kick me in the nuts. To me, there's nothing more important than artistic integrity when you make something. Because you know there's nothing wrong with the thing you created. Let naysayers naysay. There will always be critics. Are we witnessing the creation of a new opinionated mate? The thing is, like, I don't have the patience anymore to get a new story, comment on it, because Opinionated Mate isn't done off the cuff. It's a script. It's written, it's edited, I look at it, I go, okay, this is what I want to say, and I articulate it beautifully. Like, Opinionated Mate is a lot more work than just speaking some thoughts into a microphone. Like, it takes ages to make them. There's such a long-winded process. What about the censorship of Persona 1? Didn't they, like, make a character black in Persona 1 who wasn't before? I remember about that. Did they take Hitler out, or did they keep him in? Because I know Hitler was in Shin Megami Tensei. Actually, no, he was in original Shin Megami Tensei, wasn't he? As an enemy. My knowledge of the series is passing at best, because I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei or Persona game. Outside of about 10 minutes of Persona 3 Portable. Wait, Ed, we gotta go back. I think we already passed the professor's house.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. You are saying something isn't offensive if only me and my small group of similar-minded friends find it offensive? I find that offensive! Yeah. Where the Americans basically turned all the Japanese characters into Americans, yeah. Changing one character from Japanese to African-American and the main character to a redhead. And that version is the one that's on the PlayStation Classic. Thank you! Oh boy, this bit. In Persona 2 Innocent, they added sunglasses and called him Fuhrer. Oh, that's amazing. Hitler with sunglasses. That's amazing.
This is it, Ed. If memory serves me right, this is the professor's house.
Wait, Al. Don't get too close yet. First, we should check if there are any chimeras hiding nearby.
None inside. I guess the area's clear.
It's starting to come back to me now. The roof and those windows. We're in the right place.
There's no doubt about it. It's just that it looks like no one's inside.
And no lock on the door. Maybe a berserk chimera whacked it off and then...
Don't say that.
Hey! Professor Eiselstein! Celine! Hello? Anybody home? Hey! Hey! Hey, come on, Professor! Celine! Anyone! Say something!
I guess no one's home. Listen, do you smell something?
Delicious stew.
Oh shit. Not delicious stew.
Yow!
Whoa! What the hell is this?
They're chimeras, Ed. We have been fighting them for the entire course of the game.
I know that, dummy.
6 AM in Cali, bedtime for... Oh right, so it is you, Cosmo. I thought it was. Take care. Take care.
I know that, dummy. But I thought you said the area was clear of these things.
Well, they probably came to see what all the yelling was about.
Alright, just blame everything on... Wait, this isn't exactly the best time for us to quarrel, is it?
Here they come, Ed!
Oh boy! Chimeras! Do not pass go, do not collect alchemical catalysts. That was like one of the worst lines in the Sushi Bites episode on this. Like, I cringed watching the episode back yesterday.
Jeez, I guess this town really has become a hotbed for chimeras.
We were right, Ed. The house is abandoned.
Then I guess the Chimera's got the Professor already.
Would you please stop that? Maybe the Professor and Celine made it out in one piece.
You're right. Let's go a little further into the town.
Very, very funny.
Thank you.
Very funny.
Long Dizzle is now following on Mixer. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what that means. Yeah, I gotta follow. Da 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 da. New York, where plastic spoons are really quite dangerous. Very, very funny. Yahoo! Just get that shit off before I start to like it. Before long, I'll be in full-on Kigurumi. That's not good. We don't want that. Alphonse sounds more like Michael Jackson.
Hey, John! You become one with the cosmos!
This is the one thing that makes me cringe. The one thing. What? My
Very, very funny!
very, very...
Creepy! Wahoo!
Okay. Cringing is good for you. It means you have a sense of what's good and what's bad. Very, very stabby.
Wahoo!
Very, very stabby. What, you're imagining me going out in that mask and stabbing people? Now. Don't make accusations you can't back up. This isn't like, I don't know, getting someone fired from the anime industry. Do I have a... No, I don't have any fire element at the moment. Lame. Oh! Where'd you come from? Let's activate this, turn it into an elixir. It's a cheap way of playing, but it's my way of playing. Submachine gun? Tempting, but no. I like my sword. The sword does a lot of damage. Dead. They're all dead. They won't be in Rush Hour 3. Yes, stone spikes powered up. Used them enough. Fire element. Yes. I can power my sword back up. I think I just leveled up. Nice. There's another enemy here. Oh yeah, I see him. That mini-map comes in really helpful, because the enemies sometimes just don't make any sound at all, and they could creep right up behind you if it wasn't for that mini-map. I'm not a stupid person at Viz. Have Viz, like... Has Viz Media, like... dropped him now? Because Crunchyroll dropped him. Was it Crunchyroll? No, it was Funimation dropped him. Rooster Teeth dropped him. There's actually an anime con that is happy to welcome him anytime, and has even said that anybody who turns up to the con cosplaying as a character he voices gets in for free. Can't remember it now. I think it's like Con Community or something like that. I saw it on Twitter today and I was like, oh hey, that's cool. There's actually an anime con that's defending him. About fucking time. Like, gang mentality is just like... It's like you're either like you're either on the right side of history or you're on the wrong side of history with people. Like there's it's always 1 and 0. Yes and no. There's never like maybe. There's never anything in the middle. Life isn't so clear-cut as yes and no. If people were paying attention to Tales of Vesperia, they'd be learning this from, like, the message in Tales of Vesperia is there is no such thing as yes and no, right or wrong. Everything has grey area. It's about... You know, it's about what's the right thing to do. You know? A shitty horror movie spams its commercials all last year, and then less than a year later they announce a shitty sequel. Isn't that always the way, though? Like, horror movies are cheap to make. Horror movies are like the cheapest cinema to make. People will watch them no matter what. They don't have to have a good budget. You know, movies like Saw and Hostel, the first ones, the first movies in those series were, like, really cheaply made. It was because they presented something new and something fresh that people watched them. And people watch horror movies. People watch horror movies all across the year. Actually, I got a few horror anime I wouldn't mind sitting down with at some point. I got a series called Virus that's apparently good. I've got a 3-movie Japanese horror anime box set. It all looks nice. Looks like I might enjoy that. Yay! Frame rate! You know what? I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm going to use one of my regular Alphonse specials. Just because these enemies are getting ridiculous. There we go. I'll have to earn another one now, but... Morals shouldn't be colorblind. Hey, that's a good one, in more ways than one. Turtle octopi, yeah. But that's like chimeras for you. It's like they put together whatever animals stick, you know? This is while the series was still in its infancy. I'm not even sure where the manga went up to at this point. But it wasn't very far. This was before the show was initially greenlit. This game was in development before the show was fully greenlit. It came out while the show was during its like first season run, but the game itself was envisioned long before the series actually got greenlit. That's why there's a lot of things that are off about it, continuity-wise, but considering that it's based on the original anime, which isn't canon anyway. Oh, yay, the lakeside. Yay, I remember this. Yay. This area's like just a big space of nothing. I think I had to come back here at one point and search for a flower. That rings a bell. Wow, I've already dropped 2,067 frames today. Oh, 6 attacks from my flame sword left. Question is, does this game have literal Nazis and Hitler in it? No, that's the movie The Conqueror of Shambhala, which, by the way, is a masterpiece. This one. Reaches out to his anime shelf. That is precariously toppling right now. Literal Hitler and the Nazis is this one. Fullmetal Alchemist and the Conqueror of Shambhala. Oh, such a fucking good film! Like, I don't really go much on the original Fullmetal Alchemist anime. I appreciate what it tried to do wrapping up the story, but it was pretty abysmal in how it handled it, right? But if it wasn't for the original Fullmetal Alchemist story, we wouldn't have, like, the second best anime movie of all time. Which is basically this one. Like, this is basically, like, the second best anime movie of all time. The best being, that one's sort of within reach too, but can I be bothered to, pick it up? Nah, fuck it. The best anime movie of all time being Castle of Cagliostro, Lupin III, but Conqueror of Shambhala is a very, very close second. I understand feeling uncomfortable about things, feeling uncomfortable about stuff that happened in history. I get that. I totally get that. The reason why we remember the Nazis is not because we want to remember the Nazis. The reason why we remember the Nazis is because they are a very good example of how not to be. Okay? The reason why we talk about things like the Nazis is because we learn from history. Man learns from their mistakes. That is something man can do. It's something man is capable of. And by man, I mean women as well. Don't start calling me, like, sexist as well. We remember things so we can learn from them. If we wipe out the ability to talk about things like the Nazis because it's offensive, all that does is allow us to make those same mistakes again in the future. Did the Nazis not silence dissenting opinion? And now, what does modern outrage culture do? It blocks out dissenting opinion. It censors people that it doesn't agree with. The very same kind of behavior that the Nazis used. I'm just saying that the reason why we talk about things in history is so we can learn from them, so we don't make the same mistakes again. And right now all I'm seeing is the same historic mistakes being made again. Like, that's basically it. The very things I was taught about in school, like, this is what mankind did and it should never happen again, is the very stuff that outrage culture is doing now. I think nobody was paying attention in their history lessons. Otherwise they would have learned. But in the same world where you're guilty until proven innocent, you know, hey-ho. I've actually got plenty of fire elements. I'll recharge this. I do love my fire sword. Fire sword is dope. Plenty of reloaders for any tough boss battles that might come up. I'm trying to remember what the next boss battle is. I think, yeah, I fight a boss in the church, I think. Now. Yeah.
See these flowers? Aren't they pretty? I got them all by myself. He said he needed them for his experiments, but it's okay. I'll leave one with you. Well, I guess I gotta go. He told me to come back home early. I'll be back again. Bye, sis.
Sis? Wait a second. But Celine didn't have a sister. Something's wrong here. Al! Over here! She came this way, I'm sure of it!
Wait up, Ed! Geez, you don't have to run so fast! Oh boy, Ed! You don't have to run so fast!
Well, what do you mean, Mickey? Ho ho! I think there's a lucky emblem around here. Wait, where did she go? Damn it! I lost her again! Where are you hiding, you brat?
Just give it up already. This isn't time to be playing tag.
Yeah, if you wipe things out of the history books, it allows you to make the same mistakes again. That's why we learn from the past. Yes! A person who does not learn from history is doomed to repeat it. That's the very correct quote, a very apt one. Unless the school system can't be asked to continue teaching history and constantly mistaking people and constantly mistaking people become everywhere. It sounds like you didn't finish your English lessons.
I'm curious about the girl too, but we have to make sure the professor is safe first. Besides, if we can't catch a train, we'll have to figure out another way to get to Central.
I know, but she came crashing down on my head! Edward Elric's head! And... Whoa! Wait a minute, Al! Alright, take care, Art. What is this place? Tombstones? A church?
Huh. I was so busy trying to catch up with you, I didn't even realize where we were.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Oh, fuck. Like, when you say mitochondria, all I can think of is, Parasite Eve. Talk about a dead zone. A ghost town's graveyard. Let's get out of here, Al.
Look at this first, Ed. The flower on that grave, it's the same as the ones the girl was carrying. So that girl was here after all. Visiting someone's grave.
You mean that brat went through all those dangerous areas just to pick some lousy flowers?
Maybe the person buried here meant that much to her. Here lies in eternal sleep Celine Eiselstein? Celine Eiselstein?
What? L. I. A person who is doomed. A person who does not learn from English is doomed to be hard to understand. Yes.
Ed, this is Celine's grave.
But I never thought our reunion with Celine would be like this, damn it!
So Celine is dead. I wonder if it was the chimeras.
I don't think so. The date carved in the stone is from a while ago. It was only a few days after we went back to Dublith!
What? Really? Right after we left, huh? Jeez.
We had only met once, but man, what a shock! I can't believe it! I'd never been this far away from home.
Me neither. Now I regret not having been able to say a proper goodbye for the last time. And now I'm more worried about the professor more than ever.
What kind of accent are we going for here? He's a priest. So, like, flamboyant? Campy? Oh my goodness! I didn't think there would still be anybody out here!
Oh, hello. Would you happen to be the pastor of this church?
Yes! But who are you? You look as though you're from out of town.
Oh, no need to be suspicious of us. We're here by, accident.
I don't know how you got here, but take my advice and leave this area immediately. Hey, I got no problem with that. Tell us that the trains are running and we're out of here. Unfortunately, the trains have been out of service for some time. Remember how the USA literally changed the English language because the government and dictionary writers said we wanted to separate ourselves from England and inspire nationalism? Which I find, despite being American myself, extremely dumb. English, British English, American English, and escape route British English.
We were afraid of that. What now, Ed?
I don't have a clue. It is unsafe for us to speak out here. If we are to chat, we must come inside. Come inside?
The church.
Come! Come for me!
Oh, wait, Pastor?
This way. It may not look like much, but it's safer than outside. Gramps is a bit self-centered, but I guess it won't hurt to listen to him for now.
You're right.
Right. We could go straight to the church. Or we could collect some things. Now, if we could skip into the sewer, like, early in the game, could you imagine, like, what a speed run like that would be? That would save, like, 2 hours. Therefore, we Americans will remove us from word, and we'll remove use from words, I from a random metal, and randomly changing word meanings around. Yeah, well, it inspired nationalism. This looks like a ventilation hole. Do you think it leads anywhere?
I wonder.
Ew, smells moldy. Should I get a dog hand puppet? I did have one once. I had a giant dog. His name was Douglas. But, I gave him away to the charity shop. A dog hand puppet might be a good idea, because it works better than a frog. There's actually, like, Nintendo hand puppets you can get now, in like, shops like Game. Could you imagine buying a Nintendo hand puppet? I think you'd get put on a watch list if you bought a Nintendo hand puppet. Well, maybe if a 29-year-old man in a hat and a hoodie bought a Nintendo hand puppet, he'd probably go on a watch list. If by inspired nationalism you mean Americans made fun of how Europeans spell things despite us being the ones who are technically incorrect in spelling it, yes, it did inspire nationalism. I think there's a lucky emblem here!
I think I see a lucky emblem!
Gee, Sora, your friends are shit! I know, Herc! I know!
Who are you calling shit?
Hey, I didn't know you had Marge Simpson on your team! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Woof woof woof. Woof woof woof. Woof woof woof. Dog of the Year. I don't think Anna's winning any prizes. Especially not Dog of the Year. Here lies Celine Eiselstein. Yeah! 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 Here lies Elise. Fuck yourself. Celine, even. Not Elise. And then you actually see a lucky emblem in this Fullmetal Alchemist game. Well, I mean, speak of the devil. There's one right here. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. I'm trying to make a joke and you're spoiling it. Oh, mate. Do I have to, like, continue fucking the camera around? I'm sure you can see it. Fuck it. You get what I'm getting at. The camera thinks it's being real helpful by resetting. But you get what I'm getting at. There's one right there. Actually, I think that might make a good joke. You know it's pronounced the same, it just has a U in it for the UR sound. I am sound. Learn something new every day. Why is the Restream chat not able to show YouTube icons anymore? Got me wondering if my internet's fucked again. Okay. I am going to go check on the dock. Yeah, everything's fine. She just likes the sound of her own voice. Don't we all? Ed, there's a weird emblem around. I'm scared because I want to talk like a dog for some reason. What? Oh boy! I think there's a lucky emblem around here. Yeah. It's a quality gag. You're going to be looking out for them now. Everywhere. Oh, you two! I believe I've got your names yet. Woohoo! I'm Alphonse. I'm Alphonse Elric, and this is my brother. Edward Elric. What happened to Hearscott? It's a chimera-infested ghost town. No trains running. Dangerous though outside. It's all because of the chimeras, isn't it? Oh, so you already found out about those unholy beasts? Okay. New here, Scott? Yes, it was built by refugees from our town. You could catch a train from there. Well, that's good news. We'll head there right away and... Wait a minute. That would be the town that Professor Eiselstein built. Oh, so you know the Professor. Indeed, he spearheaded the new Hearscott construction effort. So the Professor's alive? Oh, what a relief. Have you heard anything about alchemists congregating there? Alchemists? No, I'm afraid not. Never mind then. We'll see for ourselves when we arrive. Is it far from here? No, but it will be dark soon, and more monsters will come. You should wait until dawn. We'll pass. We don't have that kind of luxury. Thanks, Grimps. Let's go out. Yeah, thank you very much, Pastor. What? Wait! Boys! Oh, I wanted to add them to my personal harem. We're back. What is going on out there? It's chimeras as far as the eye can see. Smoly hoax! Smoly hoax. Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho ho! Those monsters seem to grow in number and become more aggressive after sundown. Don't worry, there's plenty of food and shelter here. You should just stay the night. Wink wink, nudge nudge, budge budge. We'll do that, thank you. It's getting late, Ed. Man, just when I thought we could get back to real civilization, we're stuck here for a night. Fingers crossed shouldn't be any more immediate interruptions. I guess Armony didn't come today. Had she stopped by, you boys wouldn't have been so bored. Armony? Who's that? A girl from the town who's about your age. Odd how she's never attacked by the chimeras, because she's a chimera. Even though I tell her how dangerous things are outside the town, she still always comes around. Doesn't get attacked by chimeras? Ed, were we just, talking about a girl like that? Hey, Gramps, this girl wouldn't be a brat with short red hair, would she? Oh, that's her. So you already know Harmony? Do I know her? You wouldn't believe the torment she put me through.
Truth be known, sir, we kind of ended up here because we were kind of chasing after her. I mean, I think it was just an accident, but Ed seems really quite obsessed.
You don't call crash landing on someone's head an accident! Hey, Polar Plays.
But I think she was here. There were flowers on Celine's grave.
Oh, is that so? So Harmony was here to visit Celine's grave again.
Ed, you don't wonder how that girl knew Celine?
Yeah, it could possibly be because she's Celine, but, like, transmuted into another body so she could be kept alive or something. By the way, the audio is messing up. How is it messed up? Crackly? Crackly, yeah?
How about now? Better?
Ed, you don't wonder how that girl knew Celine?
Now that you mention it, I don't think the professor had any other kids besides Celine.
You said you two were alchemists? Is that how you know Wilhelm and Celine?
Well, we had only met once a long time ago. Actually, we just found out about Celine today and we're still shocked. Had she been sick?
Well, the cause of Celine's death is still unclear. It was apparently some kind of accident, but her body was never recovered.
Her body wasn't recovered?
The professor would only say it was an accident, and no one had the heart to pursue it further.
So there's a girl walking around, who's around our age, who knew Celine. When we met Celine in the past, she was also our age. Therefore, that girl is Celine. This game, like, really doesn't hide, like, its bullshit plot. Like, it doesn't bother to hide it. Whenever there's, like, a big realization in this game where it's like, oh, you mean this was this and this was this and that was that? Oh my god! You just sat there like, yeah, I figured that out 2 hours ago. When your game only adds, like, 5 new characters to the Fullmetal Alchemist lore, it's pretty easy to guess how they're all connected to each other.
What do you suppose happened?
The professor probably wanted to take care of things himself. Funeral services can be expensive.
I'm pretty sure that's not what the professor was thinking.
Oh, some of that special exclusive anime.
Well, then they are yours to have.
That's the Chimera from before.
Fuck this boss fight. Okay, let's go. Hey look, it's not Ed and Al's mum. And also, not Lust. Yeah, thanks for that. Did that not knock him down? Seriously? I'm firing at him. Oh, for the love of... There we go. Oh, did he move? Little shit.
Oh, he moved. He put his headpiece on again. Also really deep. Yeah, that's a USB connection issue. All my cables are fucked. Like, I need to buy brand new cables for everything. I'll do that when I have money. I basically can't justify any expenditure until the summer. That's not a request for money. Oh, for fuck's sake, get down from there. Basically, when you work in retail, you have to understand that, like, after Christmas, there are no hours, like, available at all in any business. Money is shit this time of year. It's just a factor that goes into working retail. Like, if you're not prepared for that, then, you know, that's on you. Don't tell me he's up the top again. Oh, no. Got his headpiece back on. Son of a bitch. Tackle him, you stupid bitch. Come on, Al. This is bullshit. He's already back up the top again. Oh, mate. Oh, come on. That was aimed at him the last time. It was perfectly aimed. Seriously? That didn't do it. Son of a bitch. That didn't even knock him down. Knock him down! Ow! All you had to do was tackle him when he didn't have his headpiece on. Back up the top again. They're like 0.1% HP left. There's a bit of HP left. But the annoying thing is that he just keeps fucking hiding up top. And at that point, I have to use another reloader to get him down. Like, there is no other way. I have to waste items in my inventory. I don't have to worry about health. I will always have enough health. There's always enough health items in this game. It's just having enough reloaders for items like this. Didn't knock him down at all. Thank you. Oh, and now he comes off. Hate this boss battle so much. It's done though. Training manual. Way, I could have done with that beforehand. Whatever it is. Jeez, Al, what was that? What's going on here?
Oh my, I've lost. You boys are far stronger than I thought.
Ed, look up there! Hey, who are you? And just what the hell are you trying to pull?
Oh, such a feisty little boy. Well, I suppose I should be polite and introduce myself. My name is Camilla. Sorry for ruining your expensive-looking stained glass window, dog of the day! Well, I must be going now. Time to say goodbye. Until we meet again, boys.
What? Wait a minute! You're not going anywhere! Hey, are you even listening to me? Ed! Get back here! Oh, get back here! There we go.
Edward! The pastor! Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Oh, just a little bit dazed. Oh, thank you.
What just happened?
I don't know. Is she the one responsible for the monsters and the town's fate?
Is she an alchemist too? She's pretty skilled if she transmuted those chimeras herself.
God damn it! She got away!
Welcome back, Ed.
Are you okay, Gramps? Who was that Camilla lady? Camilla?
I just asked the same question. He doesn't know either.
I didn't do anything to deserve getting attacked like that. That chick's out of her mind.
Whoever she is, it's not safe here anymore. We might as well head off to New Hearsgard.
You're right. You should do the same, Gramps.
Oh, I will. As soon as I confirm that the people remaining in the town have been evacuated.
That's a good idea. Hey, what's this?
What you got there?
A bird's feather. How did this get here?
Is that feather, shining?
Yeah, and it's kind of warm, too, huh? Huh? It just vanished. But where did it go? Did that chick leave it for us, or what?
Maybe she's trying to infer that we're collectively plucked.
Ha! That was bad, Al. Well, let's forget about it and just be on our merry way. Thanks, Gramps.
Your hospitality was appreciated.
I hear New Hearsgard is becoming a shady neighborhood. I would exercise caution, my friends. Why don't you stay around and we can get to know each other better? Okay. 3 hours and a minute on the file select. Ugh. I'm not going to cut the stream off just yet, but I think what I'm going to do is play some sort of palette cleanser. Layout, reset, auto crop. There we go. 2 secs. In fact, I know exactly what we're going to play. As predictable as it might be. Actually, now I've got my PS3 controller plugged up, PS1 games should work. Do I complicate? Do I complicate? Where complication needn't be. The answer is yes. Of course I do, because this is me, and I complicate things. EP is sexy, config, gamepads, port 1, oh. X input. Yes, 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 actually yes. Absolutely. Seems like a good idea, if it will work. Nope, something about that full screen resolution plays up, and I don't know what it is. Full screen mode, desktop resolution, 1920 by 1080. Color depth, 32-bit. Run. Yeah, it's working now. Cool. Switch back. Oh, look at that. It's all visually stretched. Guess in which case, keep aspect ratio off, and then Howdy, Pacento. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, I said don't lock aspect ratio. Yeah, that looks right. Looks fucking wrong for me, but it looks fine for you guys. You have 3 success credits. I wouldn't say I have any sort of success. Fire, Dragon, Thunder, Twinkle Star. Fire, Fairly. Bubble, Twinsel Star. Fire, Fairly, Thunder, Barrier. Fire, Dragon, Bubble, Barrier. I quite like the idea of a Twinsel Star. That sounds pretty good. This is when I start the game and I immediately use a bomb because I don't know what the buttons are. I couldn't possibly read this story to you, so it's going to have to be guesswork. Oh, looks like I caught a fairy. Yes. I will add you to my personal fairy harem. Cotton is a witch with pink hair. She loves sweets called willows. But the fairies also need these sweets called willows to survive. So the fairies are like, if you help us out, we'll give you willows. The sweets are actually called willow in full English text. Whenever they say willow, it will appear as the word willow in the Japanese text. Does this support analog? No. No, it doesn't. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Right, that's the fire button. Okay. That's okay, I wasted a life, but that... Oh, fuck. Start as you mean to go on. So I actually played a Cotton game way back on, like, the second Sushi Bites episode. Well, I suppose the third, if you count Urusei Yatsura Alumna Wedding Bell as the first Sushi Bites episode. Which really, it depends on how I'm feeling whether or not I class it as the first or second. If that's the first, then Cotton was the third Sushi Bites episode. It's really quite a nice looking game, this one. It's a very different tone to the original Cotton. The original Cotton has a very dark horror movie tone to its environment and enemies. This one is very cartoony. And I'm also shit at it. I'm shit at Cotton in general. Get the fairy. Whee! Like Twin Bee, you can shoot like the collectibles to change their color, but if you shoot them too much, they'll just break. Because they are valuable jewels after all. Oh, for fuck's sake. I understand and fully respect that I suck at this game, but I might not even be able to show you past level 3 at this rate, with how much I'm dying. This is abysmal. This is like the worst performance ever. Tea time? Tea time. I did it. Wonder if there's a way to stop it stretching like that. Because the thing is, I don't think I've got the aspect ratio right. Alright, save a state so I can come back to this stage. Even though my performance is shit. Config, video. Do you have to avoid anything during tea time, or is it just a bonus frenzy? Just a bonus frenzy. Right. Stretch to full window size. Scale to window size, keep aspect ratio. Try to keep pixel ratio. That's probably what we want. Nope. Config, video. Internal Y resolution. Keep aspect ratio. That seems better. This seems accurate. Reset. 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 Much better. And then autocrop. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Go serve those burgers right now. Nice. Much better. That was bothering me no end. Trying to play the game with it stretched out to the full length of my monitor? Nah. You'd think all these years on that Sega Saturn emulation would be, like, more or less perfect. It's still shit. I would love to play through Cotton 2 and Cotton 2 Boomerang on stream, but Sega Saturn emulation is still so poor. Poor Clouds. I'm killing them all. Oh, I didn't mean to actually activate that. Oh well. That's right. You can't use magic in this game, like in the sense of like the Fire Dragon spell and the other stuff in the first game. Instead, you have like skills down the bottom right that you can activate so long as you have gems. So you just carry gems in order to do skills. I remember that now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, PS3 emulation is solid. Well, the Sega Saturn's architecture, like inner architecture, is so complicated. Maybe I've just been extremely unlucky with Saturn emulators. But I remember trying to play Saturn Bomberman. Every time I'd beat a level, I got loud screaming agony out of the speakers. Save states and load states didn't work. The game would just be stuck in an endless state of, like, not doing anything. Despite the fact the game clearly wasn't loading at the time that I made the saves. So what up? Oh, I missed it. Ah yes, the snowman boss coming up. I showed this off in the Sushi Bites episode. I used PS3 emulation to prove that there was nothing wrong with the PS3 costume files that I was trying to put into the PC version of Vesperia, because I loaded the DLC up on the PS3 version to prove it. Now, admittedly, I couldn't see anything in the game because it just displays a black screen during gameplay, but the fact of the matter is I could see the menus, and I could set them in the menus, so I knew that they worked. Tea time! I think you might have just dropped a few frames. My counter hasn't gone up. I think that might be YouTube. But we'll be ending the stream as soon as I either get full game over on this game or I beat it. Presumably I'll beat it, because at 6 lives and 9 continues, if I can't beat Cotton, I'm pretty pathetic. But that does happen. From time to time. Me being pathetic, I mean. I don't remember this. I don't think I've ever got this far before. I was playing on Super Nintendo where you couldn't jack up the life counter or the continues. So this is all new. So which colour gem gives me special skills then? Because it's not red and it's not yellow. Maybe enemies just drop them specifically. Yeah, they drop them specifically. Oh, come on. You can't tell what's foreground and background sometimes. I know you're meant to be able to base it on the difference in colours, but... Oh, he's blue now. He means business. Oh, he's dead now. 169 is now following on Twitch. Welcome, Twitch viewer. Just 1 second. You're soon gonna wish you hadn't followed me. I'm kidding, but still. Because when I get a follow, I have to put on the mask.
Very, very funny! Woo!
Okay. Before I start enjoying it, let's get that mask off. Then, when you get hit, it's great. Yeah, I'm sure. It's not great for me, because I'm the one getting hit. Cotton needs to learn. Talk shit, get hit. Second of the day. Yeah, I know. Better not start getting used to this. Just you wait. One day I'll play some breakout game that gets hundreds of people watching, and they're all subscribing. I'm going to have the mask on all stream, and talk in that silly voice. Kill the squirrels! Death to all... Oh, wow. That was a bit sneaky. I think I've already, like, down to 2 continues left. That's sad. They make such scary things as Grim Reapers and floating eyeballs. Cute. Even cute zombies. Yes, more magic. Magic, magic, magic. What do we got? Giant zombie? Oh, a cute little doll. This game predicted Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, it's now a skull! Oh, that's kind of cute. It's dead. How many levels are there in this game? 7, I think? I think, like, the original Cotton was 7. I don't know about this one. Wahoo! How much is that? Oh? Yes, I got some willows! No, Cotton, you can't eat them. You silly bitch. The soundtrack's good. Oh god. Cue 'em ups. Don't get fooled. They may look like they're for kids, but the difficulty level is through the roof. Oh, come on! What even hit me? Oh, for crying out loud. Why make it look like I can go that way if I can't? Memorization, get them Japanese kids to spend them yen quarters, am I right? Wowza. Yeah, I think this is an enhanced soundtrack for the PlayStation 1 version. I remember reading something along those lines. The soundtrack, even in the Super Nintendo version, is nice, but I think it's slightly remastered for this. It might be closer to the arcade soundtrack. It's a birdie! I didn't even select that one! Wasting my magic. Okay. Tea time? Tea time. That puts us on stage 6. No continues left. Cute. Fate worse than death for this developer. Success. They just make pachinko games now. Pachinko games and visual novels. Fate worse than death. Yeah, it could just be, though, that I'm just mashing attack and bombs and I'm getting lucky on later bosses. Yeah, Success went that route sort of early. The game is forcing me to go up and down like that. It's like the water current. It's not that I hate visual novels, but I mean, like, if you got a studio that made cool shmups and they're now making visual novels, it seems a bit, I don't know, like a wasted effort. Like, I'm sure that a lot of effort goes into writing a really good VN. Like, the same amount of effort that goes into writing a good book, and then you've got to do art, and you've got to do gameplay and systems and all that. Yeah, I can understand. A lot of work goes into them, but on the same page it's like as much work that goes into like programming a shooter system, and I don't know, it always feels to me like a visual novel is like a wasted effort when you could, I don't know, make a video game instead. There are people out there who like that genre, so I'm not going to begrudge them. Is that game over? No, not yet. Almost. Was that it? Apparently so. Yep, tea time! Drink a lot of tea. Abysmal. Well, we're not going to beat the game, I think. At this point, that's a given. Not unless I pull a pure miracle out of my ass, which I don't think is going to happen. Sounds like a good idea. Bathing in green tea. I'm sure they probably do that in some parts of Asia. You can shoot through the scenery! Oh. Fantastic night dreams, Cotton. Alas. Well, there we go. That's my palate cleansed. I'm actually really tired now, and it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm gonna go get a coffee. Be like my 3rd coffee today. Alright. Take care, everybody. Until next time. If we live that long.